Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live Drop the Tea. And how's everyone doing this afternoon? I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over to my live. I didn't come on yesterday because I had a real bad migraine headache and I could not get it to stop. But here I am today. I'm going to try to do two lives today. And I was trying to put up my thumbnail and something was going on with my thumbnail. It wasn't letting me put it up, but I will be changing it in a minute. I'm going to see if it's going to let me do it, but I'm going to try to get that changed in a second as well. How's everybody doing today? Hello, Linda Gamble. Thank you so much for coming over and getting my live together. I hope your daughter and you are doing fine. My prayers are going up to you and your daughter. Hello, my tea sipper, Lisa Foster. Hello. Let's see. Let me come on this live. Hello. And then we also got TNT Gma. Hello, Mary. Hello. Let's see what else we have in here. Let's see here. Got the Fair Act use of 1976. Thank you, Linda. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. You can also support the channel. Thank you, Linda. You can also join the membership. We have the Cash App. There we go. Yes, please do not mention any content creator's name in the chat, please, and thank you. Let's see. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Linda. Oh, thank you, TNT Gma. Thank you. Yeah, I got this little headband on. I'm trying to see if I want to make me a hair appointment. I'm just being so lazy. Whatever. Okay, you said she's going to be having surgery in the morning. You'll be going back in the morning to the hospital. Okay, Linda, I'm going to be putting up prayers up for you and your daughter. Prayers up for Linda and her daughter. Okay. I hope everything's going well. Everything will go well. Everything's going to be okay, Linda. I'm going to put a prayer up for you and a praying for you guys when I get off this live. So everything's going to be fine. All right, guys. So y'all see the title. Hello, Cupcake Mommies. Hello. Welcome. We're going to be talking about Melanie Cherie. She's doing Cartel Code. That is sold out. If you want to get tickets to Cartel Code, that is already sold out. She also has another one. Is today the 26th? Mel is doing something else on the 26th. Melanie is poppy, y'all. She got two other things she was doing as well. There was another thing she's doing July 26th. She got Cartel Code. Now, I did hear that she's possibly going to be her and Don is producing Hard and Hustle. I don't know how true that is, but I keep seeing it all over these YouTube streets, so we don't see. Also, we're going to be talking about Toni Braxton and BIRDMAN. They are getting divorced. Now, I've heard the rumors that they were married, but now it's saying that they're getting a divorce. So we're going to be talking about that. And, we got a Fat Joe talking crazy, talking about she divorced him within a couple of months, that she wants to take all this money or what have you. Now, Toni and Braxton, they got royalties coming in. They got money themselves. Hello, Ray Mill, my tea sipper. Hello. So Toni Braxton, they got money themselves, We're also going to be talking about Will and Jada. They're getting a divorce. Will and Jada Pinkett Smith allegedly are getting a divorce as well. Man, everybody, that baby, 2025, baby, is on the road, okay? Then we got some celebrities who are passing away. Did y'all hear about Hulk Hogan, who has passed away at 70-something? Also, Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, it's a lot going on, guys. Prayers up, everybody. I play the blood of Jesus around my channel, all my tea sippers and tea drops, and I play the blood of Jesus around my family. It's a lot going on in this world, y'all. It's a lot going on in this world. Each and every morning we get up. Thank God we were able to wake up this morning. Pray before we go to sleep. In this world, baby, we thought 2024 was hopping. Baby, 2025 is right on track here. Also, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo, who played Theo on the Cosby Show. He passed away. It's a lot of more information coming out about that he wasn't alone. He was with his daughter. And so they had to save his daughter too. And it was another man that's in the hospital right now fighting for his life as well. They said they performed, CPR on him for 45 minutes. Hello, Carla, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Yeah, so it's been a lot going on, guys. It's a lot going on. 18 likes and 18 in the chat. Thank you, Linda. And then, guys, the weirdest stuff is starting to come out about us Black Americans. Do you know they found a well, I don't want to say a makeshift cemetery, but it was a detention center that Black Americans teens were in. It was like some type of a detention center, and all of these Black children were buried there, but it seemed like people forgot about them. And it's like you can see the headstones sticking up out the ground a little bit, but grass and trees and stuff have started to grow over them. And so now they're trying to do something about it. We're gonna get into that, but y'all know we got to get past our 10-minute mark. Oh, Candace Owen. Y'all know who Candace Owen is? The person who allegedly don't want to be Black. She's getting sued by the prime minister and his wife for calling his wife a man, saying that the woman was born a man and she will put it on her life that he was being born a man, that his wife was born a man. So they suing her. Now they got everything. They tried to get her to retract it. They did everything. She wouldn't do it. So now they suing her. Okay? The same Candace Owens that used the NAACP to file a lawsuit because they were, back when she was in school, people were being racist towards her. But now she get grown, she forgot all about that. That same Candace Owens, the Republican conservative Candace Owens, her. Okay, so we're gonna talk about her as well. Who else are we talking about today? Oh, we're gonna talk about Divorce Sisters, baby. Divorce Sisters is cooking. Girl, look, she should have went ahead. Now, this is what I don't understand about Divorce Sisters, y'all. You and your husband were trying to have a baby, right? Hello, Helen. Hello, hello, hello. They were trying to have a baby, right? Y'all was doing IVF, right? I hope I'm saying it right. And you were not getting pregnant, right? But then you go and have an affair with, I don't know if that's y'all, both you and your husband's friend, and you get pregnant. You didn't think that was his baby, honey. Now, you and your husband could not conceive a baby. Y'all was doing an IVR. And then all of a sudden, you have an affair with this man. And all of a sudden, you stopped the IVR, you pregnant? You didn't think that was a little bit weird? Weird? You didn't think for 1 second that was that other man's baby. And he asked her. Everybody know in the friend group that they were doing IVF, was it IVR? IVF? Let me know in the chat. And y'all could not conceive. But as soon as you have an affair with this man, all of a sudden you magically pregnant? Geneva. And then, Geneva, you knew. We as women got to be, look, we got intuition, we got IVF. Thank you, Helen, thank you. We got to think in our gut. We got our intuition that God gave all women, right? Why? The doctor tried to tell you, Geneva, we need a blood transfusion. Our blood transfusion, Geneva. Okay. Hey, Sonia. Okay. If they telling you we need a blood transfusion, right? And then your husband hop up and say he want to give it, and then the doctor say she giving you a hint, woman to woman. Geneva, no, you need to come do it. Geneva, hint, hint, wink, wink. That would send a signal to me. Like she telling, no, Geneva, you come on to do the blood transfusion. That would send a signal to me that something is wrong. And you telling this woman, come on and say it in front of her husband, what's wrong? And then your husband said, why can't I give my daughter the transfusion? Instead of you, Geneva, saying, honey, just let me go and just, see what's wrong. And, keep things quiet. Why are you saying this in front of these people? You know you've been out here cheating on your husband, right? You know you could not get pregnant by yourself. Y'all needed the idea. So wink, the doctor trying to help you out here. But you insist on the doctor telling you that he's not a damn match. How dumb are you? The doctor was trying to help you instead of embarrassing your ass. Y'all, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. Yes, Carla. Yes, she know that's the other man, baby. She know her husband. They already said the man ain't number 5 inches. Okay. 5 inches. That's already been established. She done told all her friends her husband is 5 inches. He don't satisfy her. He don't please her. Okay? We already know that. The other man, the other man, now he playing too. Now, instead of him going on about his business, you kept on enticing Geneva. But Geneva, this is on you. Okay? This is on you. You should have just went ahead and told your friend that you had relations with him. Instead of letting your friend start getting feelings for this man, and he playing in both of y'all face, why didn't you just tell your friend, Geneva, that you and this man had slept together, and this is the best sex you ever had in your life? Why? Y'all tell each other every damn thing else. Come on, guys. We got 23 likes and 40 in the chat. Can we please get the likes up, please? And thank you. All right, guys. We're past the 10-minute mark. All things said on this channel are alleged in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. All things said are for entertainment purposes only and in my very own opinion. I do not own the rights to any clips or any music that I may show today. Also, Section 107 of the copyright of 1976 is also in the chat, and also I will put it on the screen along with my banner. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Okay, let's get on. We're gonna start off with divorce system. Look, we got to go to Geneva, baby. Look, let me know in the chat, guys, if you guys watch Divorce System. Hello, my sweet. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, people in the bushes, if you're up there in the bushes, can you please give a thumbs up, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay, and let me know in the chat, guys, if you guys are watching Divorce Sisters. Please and thank you. Okay, so we're going to start off with Divorce Sisters, guys. I didn't have that in the title. I meant to put that in there. I'm having a not so good day today. My thumbnails are not working right for me today. I had my thumbnail and everything up to go, and for some reason, PicMonkey is not acting right. It will not let me put my thumbnail together. But thank you all so much for coming. So it's 41 people in this live, so I should have 41 likes. So we should get the likes up, please, and thank you. All right, guys. I decided I need to come on my live more so you guys can see me. I have no filters on, nothing. This is my face. I have a little dark circle. So I try to, whatever. This is me. Y'all gonna get me, okay? All right. All right. So as you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. All right. So we're going to start off with Divorce Sisters, guys. Divorce Sisters is on fire. If you guys are not watching it, start watching it. It is really good. It's on fire. So yesterday, it started off with the first lady, which is Rashida, and her husband, Jefferson, okay? So they're at Naomi's house. Naomi want to tell everybody about themselves because she feels that everybody is coming down on her. You know, she's talking about Tiffany. She had a divorce. Tiffany, you know, the friend with the big hair, she has to pay her husband alimony, okay? Then we're going to go over to, what is her name? The one that worked for the church with the little short bob. What is her name? I forgot her name. But anyway, she's the one was going with the young dude. Hello, Chanel Monet. My mod. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Well, my sweet, we're going to catch you up. So, the one that worked for the church, what is her name? Is it? I forgot her name. But anyway, she got the little short bob. Now she the one was going with the young dude, right? And they thought he had committed suicide or whatever. But and he had did the pow pow, but end up he shot his window out. Okay. So she was all in a panic about that. So they get over that. They go over there to Naomi's house, okay? So Naomi, Rashida, Tiffany, Geneva, and what is her name? Oh my God. We're going to call her the lady with the gray suit on with the short bob and the young man. So for now, too, her name comes back to mind. Anyway, so y'all already know. Hello, Sylvia. Y'all already know that Naomi has threw a pot of hot coffee on her ex-husband's new wife, right? So you already know she's in the hospital. He's been there day and night with his wife. Okay. So they all go over to Naomi's house to talk to her about her actions of what she's been doing. Okay. So Naomi takes it upon herself to say, y'all ain't no better than me. Okay. Y'all, everybody got flaws. So she started naming different flaws with different people. So they go to Tiffany, talking about Tiffany. She got to pay her husband alimony after the divorce. The woman with the short bob and a gray suit that works for Rashida at the church, they talking about she always with younger. She got a young dude, he don't work, and this and that. She take care of him. They talking about her. Okay. Then they go to Geneva. They talking about, Geneva don't really love her husband, but she needs to dual income to keep the lifestyle that she has. Because her husband is a professor, right? Geneva is an attorney. So the lifestyle that they got, where they got a nanny for her daughter, they live in a nice neighborhood, they got money. 2 incomes are better than 1, okay? So Geneva wants to keep that lifestyle, right? Then we get to Rashida, which is the first lady. Naomi gets to talking about Jefferson, which is Rashida's husband, that she is saying that Jefferson is sleeping with his assistant, Marvin. So now Rashida had already before thought something was going on with Jefferson and Marvin, which is her husband assistant at the church. Okay? So Naomi plays, she got cameras all around the house. So Marvin steps away and get a phone call and was talking to someone on the phone saying that the pastor, hello, proud Mimi, my tea sipper, hello, 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 that the pastor loves him and that they both of them love each other, and that he tried to make him jealous today by coming in, holding Rashida's hand and things like that. All right. So that's what he's saying. So by Naomi having cameras in her house, she heard everything he said. So then she put it on the big screen and showed everybody what the man was saying. And then Naomi goes to say, everybody talking about it around town that your husband is sleeping, that him and Marvin is messing around and sleeping together. And so then Rashida asking everybody, all the girls, do they believe that? Or did y'all hear that? And some people are saying, yeah, they heard that around the group, or, around town and stuff. So she said, so do y'all believe that? Everybody looking around or whatever. So then they said no, or something like that. They don't believe it or whatever. So Rashida proceeds to call Jefferson and Marvin in there, right? And start asking questions. So Rashida asks her husband, is him and Marvin messing around? And then she proceeds to tell him to play, Naomi to play the recording of Marvin saying what he said about they are in love with each other. Once he plays that tape, Jefferson looks at Marvin like, where did you get this idea? Why are you saying it? Do you like me? You in love with me? And he tries to backpedal, talking about, no, it wasn't like that. He tries to use, who were you talking to then? He trying to keep saying that he talking to his wife. How the hell are you talking to your wife? So that it's all out there that the man likes the pastor. The pastor didn't have no idea that Marvin had feelings for him like that. Okay? So it's all out there in the open. So the pastor proceeds to tell Marvin that he does not like him in that way. He does not like other women in that way. The only person he likes in that way is his wife, Rashida. So that's where that goes. Okay? It was like, wow. So they had us thinking all along like the pastor was in on this, that the pastor and him were getting it on. But the pastor, from what I've seen, had no idea that Marvin liked him like that. No idea that Marvin liked him like that. So Rashida tells Naomi that she's done with her. That's it. She's not going to continue to let her talk to them like that. Rashida says she's done with Naomi. Okay? So they proceed to, the pastor told his wife to ride with him, which is Rashida, and told the other girl with the little bob with the gray suit on to take everybody else home and Marvin to go with them. You don't want Marvin in the car with him no more, okay? Because now he knows Marvin has feelings for him. But see, the thing is, Marvin has a wife, right? So maybe that's the cover up for Marvin. He got a wife, but really he is G-A-Y, okay? So they all get in the cars or whatever, leaving, all right? They drop people off. Marvin, so when they pulled in at the church lot, because the lady had took Rashida's car and she's supposed to leave Rashida's car there at the church, right? Marvin's in there in the church lot, in the church lot crying, and then she gets out and talks to him. He said he gonna get fired. And she's trying to convince him that they're not gonna fire him or what have you. Okay. So she tells him to go home, to come back tomorrow. Okay. He keeps saying, no, they're gonna fire him. I'm gonna have to clean out my desk, all this and that. Okay. But they try to let him know that he's not going to get fired. Okay. So then, so we pop in. We go to Geneva's house. After Geneva gets her car, everybody, go their separate ways. Walks in. When they walk in, her husband comes in and says, we got a private chef. So I'm thinking that he done hired a private chef to cook them dinner for the day. Why is it they friend, the one she done had the affair with? He's in there cooking dinner for them. And I guess he can really cook. So he cooking a special dinner. And Geneva knows the dinner because Geneva done had the dinner because, she's been sneaking around with him and they cooked dinner and stuff for her before. So the husband's so fucking dumb. I got that vibe. I can tell if my husband knows another woman or the vibe is there. I got that woman intuition. This man has nothing. You can't tell that there's something there's something between you and this man, like something that happened before, or that woman intuition. Because if we go somewhere and it's another woman in the room or something, I can tell instantly if my husband know her or if they been together or something to that effect. I can tell. And you can tell how your husband acts. Pop in to give a thumbs up. I'll celebrating my birthday today. Happy birthday, Proud Mimi. Happy birthday. Everybody give a thumbs up to Proud Mimi. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And I hope you have a wonderful time and many more. Happy birthday. Yes, I'm trying to come on early, Thelma. I'm trying. Hello, Thelma, my tea sipper. Hello, hello, hello. Happy birthday to Proud Mimi. Everybody tell her happy birthday, please, and thank you. So, as okay, so we're gonna and thank you so much, Proud Mimi, for coming to support the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, God is good all the time, Proud Mimi. Okay, guys. So what happened is, so he in there cooking dinner. Now y'all know Geneva and her husband. Is his name Rob? I think his name is Rob. Was planning to go to Italy because they never did the honeymoon, right? So they're going to Italy, right? So Tiffany is supposed to keep the daughter, right? It's supposed to keep the daughter, right, while they go to Italy. But see, he wants to play. Why you keep wanting to go to places out to eat, do double dating and stuff, and you and Geneva mess around. So he's trying, and how I'm looking at it, he's trying to get Geneva to divorce her husband because he wants to be with Geneva, right? So he's doing everything to get Geneva to divorce her husband. To me, that's what I'm getting. Why do you want to go on double dates with them, knowing that you got a thing for him? And y'all know how hot and bothered Geneva get when he around. Y'all already know. Geneva said that's the best sex she ever had in her life, baby. And y'all know Rob, which is her husband, said he's working with 5 inches or maybe 4.5. That's it. He don't satisfy her. He don't please her. And when she gets to talking about Rob, is his name Rob? Wait a minute. What is his name? Well, the man she had up there was right. When she gets to talking about him, it's like she, fantasizing about them, when they, was having sex and stuff. So, so then they get to talking about that him and Tiffany want to come on the anniversary trip with them to Italy. And then Geneva says, well, Tiffany can't come because she's going to be watching Nia, which is their daughter. So next thing you know, you hear a holler. She done fell off of the swing out there with the nanny. They rushed her to the hospital, right? They get to the hospital, right? So, he's there. Geneva's there, her husband there, and the nanny's there. Geneva's mad at the nanny, saying she should have been watching her, blah, blah, blah. The nanny's so upset and crying and everything about the situation or what have you. She's sorry and everything. Next thing we know, Tiffany pops up. She's like, Tiffany, how did you get here? Who told you? He said, oh, he called me and let me know she's at the hospital. She's like, it's all right. Everything's going to be okay, this and that. So she trying to tell Tiffany she'll call her later, she can go home. And Tiffany looking at her like, what? Because that's Tiffany's goddaughter. So Tiffany is saying she gonna stay there. So they going back and forth, this and that. The doctor comes, right? The doctor comes up. She said that Nia is okay. She need a blood transfusion, right? So her husband says, well, I can go give her the blood transfusion. The doctor's trying to help her out again. No, I think your wife should come give the blood transfusion, okay? All right. So her husband's like, why can't I give my daughter a blood transfusion? Oh no, your wife just needs to come and do the blood transfusion. Wink, wink. She trying to help Geneva out by letting her know your husband does not match your daughter's blood type, but she didn't come out and say that, right? No, it'll be better if Geneva comes. The doctor's still trying to help her out. The doctor, here go Geneva's stupid self. Yeah, why can't my husband give the blood type? Can't give her a blood transfusion. Geneva, now you know you was doing IVF, all right? You and him could not have a baby. You were doing the IVF, right? All of a sudden, you start having an affair and you end up pregnant magically. How did that happen? Now that a light bulb should have went off in your damn head. This is not this man baby, my husband baby, because we could not get pregnant by ourselves. But once I start fooling around with him, then I get pregnant. The light bulb should have went off, Geneva, that this is not your husband baby. This is this other man baby. If you could not get pregnant by your husband, y'all had to use IVF, right? What makes you think all of a sudden you just got pregnant on your own and y'all been trying for so long? But then you start having an affair and you get pregnant. That don't make no sense. Then the doctor trying to help you out by saying, no, Geneva can come and do the blood transfusion. So then, Geneva, why can't my husband do it? The doctor started telling Geneva, you just come do it. Instead of Geneva just going back to just doing it. Oh, husband, let me just go back here. I'll be back or whatever. No, you want the doctor to bust your stupid ass out. Okay. Because your husband is not a fucking match. That's why. She's A, B, and your husband is O. Dumbo in the back knows it because he's the fucking father of the damn little girl. And you know he back there smiling and smiling. He knew that was his daughter. So then it went off. But when it come back on next week, guys, y'all know what's gonna happen? He gonna step in and say, I can give her a blood transfusion. That's my blood type. Baby, it's gonna hit the fan next week. The season finale is gonna hit the fan next week. They're gonna put two and two together. Geneva, you need to come clean. Just you will put it on out there, put it on out there. You need to come clean, Geneva. And let this man know that this man right here is the father. Because they had a pact, he said, that they both was going to divorce their husband and wives. He divorced his wife and left for 5 years, but Geneva did not come through and divorce her husband. So now he's putting the pressure on Geneva. This man is going to move 2 doors down from Geneva now. 2 doors down. He's going to move next to Geneva. He playing games with Tiffany's friend, acting like he liked her, which he don't. He trying to get to Geneva. Geneva, you should just tell your friend, just come on out with it that you done had an affair with this man, and that's the best sex you ever had. Just come on out with it, Geneva. Just do it. So he can quit playing these games, okay? All right, guys. So we're going to see the season finale, which is next week. We're going to see the season finale. If you have not watched Divorce Sisters, please do. It's really good, guys. It's really good. Let me pop off of here for 1 second. And I do want to show you guys this clip of Divorce Sisters. So let me just pop on here, guys, and show y'all this clip of Divorce Sisters, baby. Divorce Sisters is jumping off, y'all. So here we go.
I know you are. And I know you want everyone else to hurt too. But this is
Geneva,
a whole new level of low. And this,
Naomi,
is where I get off. What you mad about? I'm not the man sleeping with your man. This is ridiculous. Y'all believe this? No, we don't. Geneva? No. I know you're hurting. I know you are. And I know you want everyone else to hurt too. But this is a whole new level of low. And this is where I get off. What you mad about? I'm not the man sleeping with your man. This is ridiculous. Y'all believe this? No, we don't. Geneva? No. I know you're hurting. I know you are. And I know you want everyone else to hurt too. But this is a whole new level of low. And this is where I get off. What you mad about? I'm not the man sleeping with your man. This is ridiculous. Y'all believe this? No, we don't. Geneva? No. I know you're hurting. I know you are. And I know you want everyone else to hurt too. But this is...
Okay, guys. This was okay. So this was last night's episode. So it was a lot, guys. It was a lot. So we all was thinking that the Jefferson, which is a pastor, was GAY. But come to find out, the pastor had no idea that Marvin had feelings for him like that. And then then also we have where it comes out that Geneva's husband blood type is not the same as the daughter. And we all know if the blood type is not the same, he's not the father. Hello, Monique. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Linda. We got 51 likes and we had 44 in the chat. Okay, thank you. All right, so we had that. So we got to wait till next week to get the season finale of what's going to happen next week. So I will be watching. Y'all should binge watching and catch up on Divorce Sisters. It's the #1 show on BET. It outdid Sister. So that's the #1 show on BET right now. All right, moving on. So we're going to talk about BIRDMAN and TONI Braxton and also Will Smith and Jada. So Jada Pinkett and Will Smith are getting a divorce. The house that he built for her has been on the market. They're selling the home. And both of them are living in separate places right now. Now, we knew for a long time that Will and Jada, has been rumored that they had they were swingers, allegedly. Then they, were living in separate homes. So now we have it. They said Will Smith has found him a new woman. They said that she is Caucasian and that he wants to divorce. Now, you remember Jada said they were life partners, that they would never divorce each other. But Will sees differently. He does not want to continue on with Jada in this capacity any longer. He does not want to do the life partner anymore. So we know Jada had, really doesn't work like that. They didn't have any prenup, so they will. Jada's going to get half of whatever Will has. But allegedly, Will is having money problems. They have sold off a couple of their homes, about 4 to 5 of their homes, but the biggest home is the one he built for her. They have to keep the maintenance and stuff up on that, so it's a lot. So they are getting a divorce. Also, the news with Toni Braxton and Birdman. Now, we always heard rumors that Toni Braxton and Birdman were married, but we never actually saw a ceremony, but they were married. Now, some people are trying to say they were married for 18 years. I don't know how true that is, but we're going to take a look at that as well. But let's get into Will Smith and Jada Smith. We're going to listen to that because y'all know YouTube has this thing now where they don't want you so much. They don't want you to have so much of content where you're not making it. So let's listen. We don't listen. So do y'all think it's true that Will and Jada are getting a divorce? So Jada and Will are allegedly they get a divorce, y'all. They get a divorce. So they are
A
getting a
very
divorce. So Will
non-biased
Smith is
report of her, and so I do want to
allegedly in
apologize
major
about that
debt,
because
and it's
both
why
of
him and
them
Jada are
contributed
allegedly divorced.
to the
Allegedly.
breakdown of the marriage and just all of the foolery and stuff that went on. Will is
And
not innocent, and neither is her. And the things that I've heard Will has done to her, I mean, she has equally done to him, and them inviting any and everybody in Hollywood in their marriage allegedly. I'm not surprised that it is breaking down, and I knew.
so this man is worth $400 million. $400 million he's worth. They said he's having money problems because he's trying to support him and Jada, but they are selling off some of their homes. Okay, so this is all allegedly, right? I think Jada, to me, Jada didn't really, if y'all know, and she's talked about this. Jada didn't really want to be married to guys, but her mother now talked her into it or whatever, however she said it. She did not really want to get married. Will had bought her, had built her that big old house and everything. She really didn't want the house because y'all know Jalen is from Baltimore, Maryland, so she didn't want all of that, you know. So she didn't really want all of this stuff. She didn't, and so they have been in like a on and off again relationship for a long time, guys. They have been on and off for a long time. I think, their kids are grown, their kids are successful, that, life is too short. If y'all don't want to be together, then just go on about your business. They said Will has a Caucasian woman. Okay. Now, we know Jada, she was with August Alsina. She had August Alsina in the house and things like that. Just going on about your business. Y'all don't want to be together. That's fine. You know, let Jada, whatever money Jada gonna get, let her get the money. You going about your business, Will, and Jada going on about her because they haven't been together in a long time. Okay, so they should just go on about their business. Now, if they are in a lot of debt, all rich people file bankruptcy. File the bankruptcy, Will, going on about the business. Okay, so Toni Braxton has filed for bankruptcy. The Orange Man has filed for bankruptcy. A lot of stars have filed for bankruptcy. Okay, just going on. Okay, and do what you're gonna do. Okay, there's no use to being in the marriage if you guys are not happy. Okay, moving on. Birdman and Toni Braxton. Now, it was alleged that Birdman was with Toni Braxton, but his side piece was Kimora Lee Simmons, right? That's what it's alleged. It's all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So now they trying to say that Toni Braxton used Birdman, right? Said that she was married to him for a little bit and divorced him within a couple of months so she can get half of his money, y'all. Because y'all know Toni Braxton and Birdman have been friends for years. They have been friends, right? But they ended up taking a friendship on a whole nother level. So we just gonna listen for a little bit of Fat Joe ass. And y'all know they've been saying that Fat Joe had a mistress allegedly living a couple blocks from him and his wife. That he had an apartment, just like they say Remy Ma had an apartment from where him and her and Papoose was living at. They said Fat Joe did too. Fat Joe and his alleged mistress had an apartment too, not too far from where he lived at. So these people be doing the craziest things, y'all. So give me just a second here so we can see this here what Fat Joe is saying about what he is saying here about Toni Braxton and Birdman. So they saying Toni Braxton and Birdman, y'all, allegedly, there's some things going on. They trying to say that she trying to take him for his money. I didn't know he had that much money left. After the scandal went on with him and Weezy. So I didn't know. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. And then we're going to listen to a little bit of what's going on with Birdman and Toni Braxton. Here we go. Now, this is Fat Joe talking. This is Fat Joe. He talking about Toni Braxton set up. He's talking about Toni Braxton set up Birdman to get half of his money. I don't believe that. But Fat Joe should be minding his damn business with his own damn wife. In my opinion.
And said he was with Toni Braxton for 18 years. She convinced him to get married. He did no paperwork. She got a divorce in 2 weeks and caught him for mega millions. He said the fix was in. This Birdman saying it. He's saying
he did no prenup?
He was with a no prenup. When we discussed this story in my house, people were saying karma. No, this ain't tabloid. No, I'm not standing on this. I'm not at the divorce, bro. I'm telling you what the streets is saying and the Birdman said. The Birdman said he was with her for 18 years, married her. He had no paperwork. She got him. I don't even want to tell you the number. The number's the price of this building.
Now, do y'all believe?
No.
Do y'all believe Toni
Braxton? The price of a high rise in New York City. I'll tell you a crazy story. I have a neighbor, very successful. So he wakes me up, says, Joe, come over to my house. We having a celebration. He had just sold his company for like $400 million. Everybody knew it was everywhere. And his wife does the ding, 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 ding with the cup. And she gives the most beautiful speech. I love this man. This man's the greatest ever. 7 a.m. on Instagram. The wife files for divorce.
Yo. The next day.
Premeditated murder.
So what y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that Toni Braxton set up Birdman? Do y'all think that? They was friends for a long time. Like I said, they was friends for a long time, guys. So why would she need to set him up? So from what Fat Joe was saying, as Birdman said, that she cleaned him out. They got married, and then she filed for a divorce and cleaned him out. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that's true? Let me know in the chat. He said Toni Braxton bucked up at Tamar in the new trailer of the Braxton. She should, with her big mouth. I can't take it. Once we get up in age, we need to bring it down. Bring it down. It's too much. It's too much. You said Toni didn't put a pow to his head. Right. You're right. You're right. You're right. But hey, men do it all. Men do it all the time. You know, you got men out, you got women out here who paying alimony to men, and that's just ridiculous. You a man, you should be able to take care of yourself. I think that, you know, it's bad that, you know, men be asking women for alimony. I think it's terrible. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. But we shall see. We're gonna see, I'm gonna keep following Will Smith and Jada to see if the divorce goes through. I'm gonna be watching out for Toni Braxton and Birdman to see what's going on with their marriage, if they're gonna go through with it or what have you with the divorce. But he said she took him, so we should hear more about it. So I'm gonna be following through with that. Now I did tell y'all that Kelli, y'all know everybody. Kelli from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all know, look, 4 feet, because I'm 5.5 feet. So I think she's shorter than me. Y'all know I'm short. Okay, so everybody been saying that Kelli is broke, everything. But baby, let me tell y'all something. Kelli then popped out, baby. She said, I'm tired of y'all bitches running around here calling me broke. She has opened up her new restaurant. She said she's sick of y'all calling her broke. She said, I was just waiting for the come up. And she got the come up, y'all. She has opened up her new restaurant, y'all. Kelli has opened up her new restaurant, y'all. She said, I'm tired of y'all bitches up here on this internet talking about me, calling me a brokey. She said, I'm going to show y'all who a brokey is. She said, this has been a long time waiting. This has been a long time in a run. She said, now, she said, I'm going to pop out and show y'all. Kelli said she's going to pop out and show us. Okay, Kelli, come on through, Kelli. Come through, Kelli. Come through, Kelli. Baby, Kelli said, what you say? Broke. She said, who you calling broke? Baby, I'm going to pop out on y'all. Baby, Kelli done popped out on us, baby. Kelli said, y'all won't be calling her broke. Kelli done popped out on us, y'all. Kelli has opened up her new Nanas. Here we go. Baby, Kelli done popped out on us. She said, call me broke again. That's what she said. Baby, look. She said, it's been a long road, but we made it. I'm beyond proud to announce that Nana's Chicken and Waffle in Sandy Spring is officially open for business 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. She said, what makes this even sweeter is knowing I made it happen on my own. This isn't just another location. It's a symbol of growth, hustle, and heart. Here's to expanding my empire and building Nana's legacy for my 4 beautiful girls. Mama did it. Here's the address, 5600 Roswell Road Suite, H-160, Atlanta, Georgia. Come see us. What y'all think, baby? What y'all think? She said, what y'all say? Y'all said I'm gonna get my restaurant open? She said, this is Nana's too, baby. Don't be calling me broke. She said, I got it up and going. What y'all think? What y'all think? What y'all think about what do y'all think about her opening up her new business, y'all? What y'all think? What you say? Wait a minute. I'm trying to read y'all comments. Let me see. You said I'm happy for Kelli. I might go next week. Okay. You said learn. Sorry for the text talking. Okay, no problem. Okay. I'm happy for her. You know, if I report on somebody that they said that she was Old Navy and all that, I'm gonna come on here and apologize. Hey, I'm happy for any boss woman to be on her shit. So hey, congratulations to Kelli. She got it up and going. Congratulations. It's up. It looks beautiful. It looks nice. So hey, you know, I'm happy for her. So this is her second location for Nana and chickens, Nana waffle and chicken. This is her second location for Nana. Okay, Kelli. All right. It looks beautiful. Because before, when we seen it on the show, it wasn't done. So they filmed what, a year or so ago. So yeah, it wasn't up and going, but it looks nice. So hooray for Kelli. Clap it up for Kelli. She got it up and going. Okay, guys, moving on. I told y'all about the story where the kids, these are from decades ago, okay? Decades. These children were in some type of detention center. Hello, Lori. Hello, hello. They were in some type of detention center and they passed away. I don't know if the people forgot they were there, but these tombstones are really old. And it's like people forgot about them. Their headstones are sticking up barely out of the ground because vegetation has grown over them. Every grass has grown up around them and everything. This is so sad, but they're going to do something about it. So I want to show y'all. These is from years and years ago that this, I don't know if it was like they forgot about the cemetery and then some people just found it, but it's a lot, guys. It is a lot. It's bad. I don't know if the people, relatives or anybody knew about it, or they forgot about it. Maybe because of, discovery of 100 Black children's graves shines light on Maryland's racist history of juvenile detention. So this is in Maryland, guys. Let me bring this up here. This is important, guys. Let me bring this up here. And I'm going to follow the story to see how it goes. So, discovery of 100 Black children's graves shines light on Maryland's racist history of juvenile detention. So, here we go.
A cemetery for Black children lost to history in Prince George's County is finally getting some attention after more than 100 years. Dozens of boys were buried in a wooded area by the old Boys Village, which was a facility for youth who got in trouble with the law. Many of those graves are unmarked. News 4's Darcy Spencer has an exclusive look at the cemetery and the efforts to ensure a shameful part of the past is not repeated in the future.
A walk in the woods leads to a tragic journey into the past. Lost memories, lost souls. Dozens of children are buried here, but if you didn't know it, you'd miss it. Just a few markers, one leaning against a tree. William Jones, 1887. One marker so deep in the soil, you can barely see it.
Unacceptable and despicable.
On another side, graves marked with moss-covered cinder blocks, no visible names or years. These were the children who were sent to Boys Village, a juvenile reform and detention center. It was first established in 1870 in the Cheltenham area of Prince George's County. Adjacent to the site, a pristine veteran cemetery where those who fought and died for the country are buried with dignity.
Obviously, we're at the location of where Black children were held.
For State Senator Will Smith, this was the first time being here, a place he never even knew existed.
This history grounds all of us in understanding what our predecessors.
Now, how did they forget about this cemetery? How did trees and things grow over all of this? But the veteran cemetery over there is kept up nicely. And this cemetery, people just forgot about it. 100 years. It's a forest. It doesn't even look like it was a cemetery there. Look how the headstones are in the ground. You can't even hardly see some of the headstones. So are y'all going to dig it up and make sure y'all move the body with the headstones? Don't do like no poltergeist shit where y'all move the headstones and don't move the damn body. Because that's what I'm thinking gonna happen. They're going to put the headstones somewhere nicely and leave the damn bodies. Don't do that. Don't leave the bodies there and just move the damn headstone. Move the bodies along with the damn headstones. Then we're going to have some poltergeist shit. Just saying.
Predecessors did and our obligation as leaders today to rectify that practice.
Smith was joined by Vince Schiraldi, the former head of Maryland's Department of Juvenile Services.
In this time when some folks are trying to erase the history of our country, we thought it was very important to acknowledge that, not to erase it.
There are efforts.
A cemetery for Black children lost to history.
Now, you know, I'm not saying this man here is responsible. This happened 100 years ago. But I'm glad they're trying to do something about it now. Now, I'm sure people in that town knew about the cemetery. Maybe there's some relatives, great, something that knew about the cemetery here. Discovery of 100 Black children's graves. Always the Black people. They get forgot about. Why is it that it's always the Black people? This was a detention center for Black boys who got in trouble in Maryland. This is sad, y'all. But like I said, I'm glad they're shining light on it now. But I'm hoping and praying that they do not move those headstones and not move the bodies with it. One more time, y'all.
In Prince George's County is finally getting some attention after more than 100 years. Dozens of boys were buried in a wooded area by the old Boys Village, which was a facility for youth who got in trouble with the law. Many of those graves are unmarked. News 4's Darcy Spencer has an exclusive look at the cemetery and the efforts to ensure a shameful part of the past is not repeated in the future.
A walk in the woods leads to a tragic journey into the past. Lost memories, lost souls. Dozens of children are buried here, but if you didn't know it, you'd miss it. Just a few markers, one leaning against a tree. William Jones, 1887. One marker so deep in the soil, you can barely see it.
Unacceptable and despicable.
On another side, graves marked with moss-covered cinder blocks, no visible names or years. These were the children who were sent to Boys Village, a juvenile reform and detention center. It was first established in 1870 in the Cheltenham area of Prince George's County. Adjacent to the site, a pristine veteran cemetery where those who fought and died for the country are buried with dignity.
Obviously, we're at the location of where Black children were held.
For State Senator Will Smith, this was the first time being here, a place he never even knew existed.
This history grounds all of us in understanding what our predecessors did and our obligation as leaders today to rectify that practice.
Smith was joined by Vince Schiraldi, the former head of Maryland's Department of Juvenile Services.
In this time when some folks are trying to erase the history of our country, we thought it was very important to acknowledge that, not to erase it.
There are efforts.
A cemetery for Black children lost to his.
How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about our Black children from 100 years ago? Look at their tombstones. It looked like it's a forest. And people just walking along there and not realizing they stepping on people's graves. Stepping on people's graves. Hello, baby girl, 1981. Y'all stepping on people's graves. But some of the headstones are so far in the ground that, you know, vegetation and things like that have grown around it. Let me know what y'all think about that. Matter of fact, I'm going to do some more research on it and see what I can find out more about it. But you said Sonia said, I wonder who owns the land. I don't know. But see, this is the thing they will do, y'all. Y'all know. Y'all, if y'all think the movie Poltergeist, right? Y'all know they will move the headstones and leave the bodies there. I hope and pray they do not move those headstones and leave those people's bodies, those young men's bodies there. Move their bodies along with their headstones. Don't leave the bodies in the ground. You know that happened in North Carolina, where they were getting ready to do some development and make some apartment buildings or something. And when they went there to start digging up the ground, they found all those Black bodies there. And that was by the, what was it called? The massacre, is that the, what do they call it? The massacre. Y'all know what happened in here in South Carolina with the massacre, where they built up a lot of black people and things like that, and a lot of their bodies did not have proper graves and stuff like that. They just threw them in a hole. They didn't have proper graves and stuff like that. The bloody massacre that they had in is it Greensboro, North Carolina, and they just threw them in holes. But when they went to go try to develop that site, they found a lot of black bodies there. So I hope that you move the body, you move the headstone, move the body with the headstone. Okay? Move the body with the headstone. Just don't leave the body there. I got my little notepad, so I'll keep up with it and make sure that doesn't happen where they're not, and I'm gonna keep following the story. Because they made, y'all know Rosewood. If y'all have seen the movie Rosewood, that's where that movie came from, where they burnt up that town. It's something like the Emmett Till movie where our Caucasian lady, little girl or woman, said that a black man touched them, and that's how they burnt down the town or whatever. And then Rosewood is made, somewhat of that as well. And that one thing that got me in Rosewood, where when those white people were coming up in those rich black people house, the white man came in there. He said, they got a piano in their house. Why they got a piano? I don't got a piano in my house. It's like black people were not, should have these things in their house because they don't got it. So it's a lot. And y'all know what? It's a lot of stuff that's happening where a lot of stuff is coming out about black people, and the history is slowly but surely getting revealed to us. A lot of stuff is starting to come out about black people, and that's what's scaring them. Also, I was online looking. Do you know up in Arkansas? I don't know if this is a cult or whatever it is. They are building a town that's for white only up in the deep part of Arkansas. Whites only. I don't know if this is a fucking cult. They said they only want their family being raised around white people. So up in Arkansas, they are building housing and everything. They got farm and stuff. It's nothing but white people. They said they only want whites up there. And the signs and stuff say white only. It's up in Arkansas. So they're trying to say that the black people, the black and brown people, are trying to erase the white people. So they're trying to preserve their white culture. So I think it's allegedly some type of cult. So they're up there in those mountains. Y'all know how, I want to say it's something like the Amish people, right? So they're trying to multiply where there's women and men. They're up there having more kids so they can keep the white population going. So they don't work everything. The men work, and the women do the house chores, and they get pregnant to have babies to keep the white population going, guys. So I'm going to be bringing y'all that as well. So it's a lot of shit that's going on, guys, that they trying to hide. Okay. The shit that's going on with Barack Obama and the Orange Man, he's trying to say that Barack Obama committed treason. He keep talking about these Russian files, talking about the election was stolen. Sir, you're president now. What difference does it make? But he's trying to take it off of him and Jeffrey Epstein. So he's trying to take people's mind off of that. But unseen photos are being circulated on CNN and other news stations of him on the airplane, allegedly with young girls. They look like they're about 13 or 14. Him and Jeffrey Epstein were on the plane, with these kids. They are kids. So those are being circulated as well. But he wants to arrest Barack Obama. He wants to arrest him. He do. He wants to arrest him because he figured if he was arrested and things like that, he wants Barack Obama to face the same thing. He wants Barack Obama to be humiliated in front of everybody, like he claimed he was. That's what this is all about. This is what this is all about. Allegedly, I think the man got dementia. His hand right here is like it's rotten off. Something is wrong with his ankle. Something is going on with him. And they don't want people to know. But it's something going on. It's something is going on with him. You're happy for Kelly Monique? Yes, I'm happy for any Black woman to boss up. I am happy. I am happy for any Black woman to boss up as well, you know. And I be trying to put so much. That's why I got to do 2 lives. I also, guys, like I said, I have no problem with anybody getting food stamps, Medicaid, child care, if you need it. No problem with that at all, right? But it's there for if you need it. You know, if you lose your job, you get sick or whatever, then you use it for what it's used for, then get off of it. Now, I told y'all before, I was on food stamp and medical before. I called and took my own self off of it. I haven't been on it, but I'm 50, maybe 20 some years. I called on the phone. Thank y'all for y'all services. Please cut my benefits off. I don't longer need it. I cut myself off. And that was my flex to myself, that I didn't need food stamps. I didn't need child care. I didn't need Medicaid from them. I didn't need nothing. That was a flex to me, that I did not need nothing from the government. But if I ever get down on my luck or get sick or whatever, there's no problem. I can call and get it again if I need it. But I'm praying to God that I don't need it. Okay? But some people are saying that other people are mad because they can't get it. I don't want it, sis. I don't want, if I had my kids, that's my responsibility as a mother, as a parent, to take care of them. Nobody promised me if I have all these kids that the government was going to take care of them. Now, it's nice that the government is offering, if you need help for them to help us, those benefits are there, but that's not what it's for. That you keep having more and more kids and things and you get more benefits, this and that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Now, if I need it, I will go get it. But once I get back on my feet, I'll call back. Thank you for your services. Can you please cut my benefits off? I no longer need them no more. That's what I would do. And some people are on this TikTok. They're not happy about that. They're saying that they got 6 or 7 kids, how they supposed to feed them. And, like I said, I've got benefits before myself. I'm not ashamed of that. But when I got myself together, I called, cut them off. I did. Cut them off. Don't need them no more. And they, what they said? We have never had people call down here and cut themselves off of benefits. Well, here's your first one right here. I don't want no damn caseworker. I don't want to deal with that. Just saying. Just saying. So, people are saying that they got too many kids, they need the food stamps and all this and that. But they have regulations now that when I come back on at 9:45, I'm going to show y'all all the regulations that they have. They have regulations that if you got a 13-year-old, this is what you got to do as far as work requirements. Then if you have a 14-year-old through 17-year-old, this is what you got to do. So they have all the requirements that you got to do. But one thing they're not messing with is the people that's disabled. So I'm glad about that. Okay, I'm glad about that. But the people were coming on TikTok saying they get $3,000 worth of food stamps. They live in Section 8 in a 4 and 5 bedroom. They were going on there doing all this and that. People got tired of it, reporting them. And you know, that's it. So that's what happened. All right, guys, I've been on here for an hour and 18 minutes. I'm getting ready to get off, but I will be back on at 9:50. So keep your notifications on. So we're going to talk about the new reforms for the welfare. Also, we're going to be talking about Melanie Shari. I didn't get to that. I think I was too much on sisters. We didn't get to Melanie. She is sold out. The tickets are sold out for Cartel Code. And some other stuff that Melanie has going on as well. She has two events this month, the 26th and then the other one. So yeah, Melanie has a lot of stuff going on. So we're going to talk about that at 9:45 or 9:50. So keep your notifications on. Keep your notifications on. If you guys are new to the channel, please think about becoming a subscriber. And guys, you can do super chats or super sticker, buy me a coffee or something. That's if you want to. All right. But I will see you guys at 9:45 or 9:50. See you guys later. Bye-bye for now.